What's up? It is Sunday, my dudes. And today we're going to be finishing Scarlet Hollow. So, hopefully we can finish the episode today. Hopefully. Pray God. Anyway, let's get started. I have been very excited to finish this game. You have no idea. This is the fourth chapter. We're almost done. And then after this, it's just waiting for the next chapters to come out, which I will be playing this when the new chapters come out. Believe you me. Okay. There we go. Let's get going. Settle back in my chair here. There we go. Okay, let's load. Continue. Sure, let's watch the recap. Let's do a recap of episode 3. There are 2 of them now. I love them. As you ready to leave, Janie approaches from the far side of the kitchen. Tabitha remains between the 2 of you, impatiently tapping her foot.
Oh, Tempest, before you go, I heard about what happened last night. I heard about it before Miss Tabitha mentioned it just now, and then I heard it again. I just wanted to say that I'm so sorry you got caught up in that. You 2 did right by those kids, though. What a blessing, everyone getting out of that situation all right.
Morning. Is the new blend ready?
Of course. Tempest, if you'd like to keep Miles company, Tabitha and I'll just be a minute.
Well, if it ain't Tempest. Bo, this is Miss Scarlet's cousin. She was there with Stella that night in the woods. It's a pleasure to meet you, miss. My name's Bo. I'm Duke's boy. Hope you've been faring better since all that unpleasantness.
Sorry if you stopped to find me at the store.
I'm, taking a mental health day. Yep, he's a dog. And judging from the series of portraits lining the walls, historic buildings of Scarlet Hollow was right. Every mayor of Scarlet Hollow in living memory has also been a dog. You can tell this dog is the mayor from his little sash and his fancy top hat. There's a regal air about him, almost as if he knows the position of authority he's been elected to. Before you can catch up to your companions, you're intercepted by a nervous man with a cross around his neck. I'm Pastor Daniel. I take it you're Tempest. Everyone's been buzzing about you. I'm so sorry about your aunt, but I'm sure she's in a better place now. If you'd ever like to discuss your beliefs, my door's always open. The basement is what you might expect out of a tortured artist who spends all his time confined to his studio. Discarded canvases line its edges, while trash and sketches leak out from their piles in the corners of the room. Hiding the bare cement floor, ghoulish faces coat the walls in paint, sneering out at their creator. Your mom is so scary. She can be a little intense, kind of overprotective, which I guess makes sense. Anyway, make yourself comfortable. You'll have to forgive the mess. I've been distracted lately. Haven't been cleaning much. Dinner is already laid out. Dinner rolls, spaghetti, and a light salad. Kanika anxiously picks at her food. Stella is nervously talkative, and REESE is suddenly quiet and tense, his shoulders tight as his mother perches on the chair next to his. Dr. Kelly eyes all of you with a sharp, fierce gaze. So, we were talking about maybe watching a movie sometime this week while Tempest is still in town. We'll have to see how you're feeling. I can handle a movie, Doc. Yeah, we'll just sit downstairs in the dark. REESE is used to that. I'm sure he'll be okay. You're always overestimating how much you're able to do, REESE. This is why you keep getting sick. If I get sick, so what? It's not like that's ever gonna change. I'm sick every day and I'm not getting better. I don't want to spend the last few miserable years of my life holed up in the basement alone just because seeing my friends has been deemed too strenuous. I'm an adult, for God's sake. I can't believe I have to ask permission from my mom just to have friends. So Reese stops mid-sentence, wincing in pain and wrapping himself in his arms. Don't say things like that. I'm doing everything I can to try to fix... Reese? Reese abruptly pulls himself from the table and leaves. Hey, you're here sooner than I expected. Hope dinner went okay. Whoa. This is where I've seen it. It appears on top of the stain. Stella pulls back the carpet, revealing a hatch. The floor around it is stained reddish-brown. I'm going for it. Movement stirs as a figure cloaked in shadows rises to attention. Who are you? What are you doing on my property? Before you have the chance to think, another door creaks open on what you thought was the ceiling. There you are. This is quite the maze, isn't it? And absolutely crawling with these miserable little parasites. Bottom feeders. The sins of the father are to be laid upon the children. Forfeit your years, and I will finally leave. You come to in a basement, a mound of packed dirt in front of you. Your friends are nowhere to be seen, but Wayne lurks by the stairwell as though he's been patiently waiting for you to wake up. There you are! And it looks like you're all in one piece. Come with me, dear. Let's get you home. This was a close call. Make sure nothing happens to her, or there'll be hell to pay. Sorry, I can't talk right now. See you later. I'm looking forward to continuing our chat tomorrow once you had some time to eat. You don't even notice yourself entering the guest room and falling into bed. Suddenly, you're just there, buried under your family's musty covers. The spirit of Charles Shaw Jr. has been put to rest, but disaster still looms over the town of Scarlet Hollow. Still, tonight was a good night, and you fall asleep with a gentle, well-earned smile on your face. Wake up! You open your eyes. It's a new day. Last night seems so very far away. You can almost pretend the horrors you witnessed in the annex were nothing but a nightmare, chased away by the harsh morning light. An involuntary shudder runs through your spine, but your thoughts are interrupted by the buzz of your phone on the nightstand. Hope you made it home okay? Haven't heard from Stella since last night. How about you? You check your messages. There's nothing from Stella. Oh no! Stella! Let's text her first, see if she answers. Hey, you good? I haven't heard from her either. That's not good. I think we should try looking for her. Let's meet up in town. Looks like you have your morning plans in order. Let's visit the possum. Let's visit Dustin. You open the drawers. The two possums stare up at you. They both have a bread now. That's nice. Somebody gave the possums bread. Also, hi, old man. Yeah, I know. Somebody gave the possums bread. I'm gonna wave at them. They continue to stare up at you blankly in response. Okay. You close the drawers. This is their home now, and there's nothing you can do to change that. Let's check the closet, see if anything new happened. Oh, the doll moved. The doll moved. There's no denying it. The doll moved at some point since your most recent visit. Fuck that. No, I'd get out. I'd just leave. But your long dead relative's creepy doll isn't the only thing that's different. Someone was in here. And judging by the residue that was left behind, you're pretty sure you know the culprit. That means he was in your room. But was he here while you were out the previous day, or did he enter while you slept unaware just a few feet away? That's creepy! Wayne, what the fuck, man? You can't just, like, rifle through people's shit like that. Especially not if they're, like, in the room, dude. Something to mull over for the rest of the day. You damn straight. Take a shower. Oh, I hate the sound of the shower. Okay. Whew. Think about the door in the clinic. You're still drawn to it even now. You'll be going back there today. You're sure of it. Okay, let's head downstairs. It's time to face your cousin. You find her in the kitchen, her shoulders hunched in a tight ball of anxiety. They're striking. This week. Of all weeks. As if I don't have enough on my plate already. Your cousin's posture is surprisingly relaxed for everything that's fallen on her plate lately. She must have something up her sleeve to deal with the miners. Which is perfectly reasonable. If history is anything to go off of here, it almost certainly doesn't matter how strong a front the miners put on. This is Tabitha's battle to lose. There isn't a union in Scarlet Hollow, which means a proper strike isn't even legal. Your cousin can do pretty much whatever she wants. She could fire everyone and wait them out, for instance, or pick and choose her targets. How are you feeling about the strike? You can be honest with me. It's a strike. How do you think I feel? She doesn't want you to answer that question. Do you know what the strikers even want? I haven't seen a list of demands. I'm sure it's just the usual. I promise you that if any one of them were in my shoes for a month, they'd be singing a different tune. You're in a really difficult spot right now. Gee, I hadn't noticed. Hopefully it'll all be over soon. You probably should have seen this coming. Who's to say I didn't? It wasn't even really a question of if, more a question of when. Forgive me if I didn't expect them to walk out a few days before my mother's funeral. Couldn't even wait until Pearl Ann was in the ground. Have you heard anything from Stella? I can't get a hold of her. No, but that's not exactly newsworthy. She tends to just disappear every now and then. She's tough. She'll be able to take care of herself. Honestly, I think she should just sell the mine. Sell it and get out. You really are Vivian's kid, aren't you? Trying to bow out just when things get difficult? I'm not giving up like that. This is the Scarlet Mine. I'm not just going to cash out on our family's legacy. I'm bringing the mine back to life, one way or another. Probably should get going, right? Yeah. Dawdled long enough. Stay safe. No more hijinks. But let me know if you get in trouble, okay? She does care about us! Hey! Tabitha slips past you, her heavy boots thudding down the hall as she marches away to face her employees. Time to figure out the rest of your day. You know, we haven't actually properly eaten in a while. That's that. Head to town. Bye, Frou Frou. Is it raining? Okay, no. Ah, the ditchlings. They're getting bolder. Look at its fucking face. I hate these things so much. You have no idea. They're freaking scary. It isn't long until your journey from the estate is over and you once again find yourself on the main street of Scarlet Hollow. Tempest! You made it down the hill in one piece, thank God. I didn't realize there were so many of those ditchling things around or I would have driven up to get you. Can't believe they're outside during the day. It feels wrong. How are you doing? Mostly just worried about Stella right now. I'll feel better when we find her. I'm sure she's okay, but yeah, peace of mind would be nice. I'm supposed to see your mom at some point today. Maybe she'll finally shed some light on things. I'm not sure what she's planning to tell you today that she couldn't have told all of us last night. Maybe she's gonna read your fortune. I should probably stop making fun of her whole new age mystic vibe. A lot's happened in the last couple of days. Still, there'll be plenty of time for tea after we've looked for Stella. So, how are you mentally? That's a great question. My concept of how the world works is being shattered a little more each day, so that's cool. Every day I feel more and more like I need to get out of this town before it swallows me whole, but I also keep feeling like there's too many reasons to stay. Like right now, I can't leave until I know Stella's okay. With her folks gone, the only people she has are her friends. And as her bestie, I can't just let her go running off into the woods to get eaten by a Bigfoot. My mom's just so chill right now, it's driving me nuts. She just keeps giving me tea and ignoring anything I tell her about the weird stuff that's been going on in town. Figure if anyone would be interested in magic stuff, it'd be her, but she ends the conversation every time I start talking about it. Anyway, thanks for asking. Ranting helped. I appreciate you pressing me on it. Your mom is definitely a witch. Damn, game. Damn. Alright. Stretch. Stretch. Stretch it out. Okay, there we go. Your mom was the one who told us about ditchlings. If she's being tight-lipped, it's probably for a good reason. Guess you're right. We won't be investigating anything if she didn't tell us what to look for, even if it sounded like a bunch of new age nonsense at the time. Still, I don't know. It's hard to express, but something just feels wrong. Is someone manning the general store while we go looking for Stella? Mom and Miles can deal for another day while we go looking for Stella. This is important. Not that the store isn't, but something happened to her and I was spending my time minding the register. I don't think I could live with that. Guess we should get started. Yeah, we're burning daylight. Where to first? Let's go to Stella's first. Definitely. I probably should have done that before getting you to come all the way down here, but to be honest, I was scared of wandering off by myself, just in case I ran into any other horrors from beyond the veil. Be great if this turns out to be nothing, and she's just asleep in bed. Hi, Apollo! We're having a good time. Spooky stuff is supposed to be happening this episode. Currently, we are looking for Stella. Stella has gone missing. Oh, I'm sad. Look, the L man in the back. There's a doghouse. Not Gretchen. The house is quiet, the world muffled as you take a cautious step over the threshold into the muted air of the living room. You have a feeling Stella won't be emerging from the shadows to sleepily greet you. I'm not from around here. Is it normal for people to leave their door unlocked? Unlocked? Yes. Hanging open? No way. This isn't normal. We should go in, right? Yeah, we should go in. Ah, no, Stella! Stella's house has Gretchen's stuff everywhere. Also, her spider plant has a lot of babies, and she should probably snip them off of the main plant before it kills the main plant. Just saying. Aside from a corner of the room dedicated to Gretchen, Stella's house almost feels like a museum. Everything's organized with the sort of tidiness you wouldn't expect from someone as rough and tumble as Stella, and only a handful of objects feel like they belong to her. Whatever happened to Stella, it doesn't look like it happened here. Okay, nothing unusual so far. This is a perfectly normal living room. No blood or viscera, not even a tipped over lamp. That's good. I know, I miss Gretchen too. I miss the dog. I miss the dog, guys. Let's check the kitchen. Stella's kitchen is slightly messy. A couple cabinets are hanging open, and a loaf of bread sits on the counter by a used butter knife. The crust of the bread has gone somewhat stale, about as much as you'd expect after being left out overnight. Whoever left it here left many hours ago. It's a little messy, but it doesn't look like anything violent happened here. It's possible she came home, grabbed some food, and left in a hurry, right? Maybe she had a panic attack after being possessed and stopped by at home to make a snack before running off to cry somewhere. Might not seem rational, but that's absolutely in character for her. Honestly, it's a relief to think that might be all that happened. Panic attack is much more manageable than rotten ghosts or parasitic doughboys. But that still don't tell us where she was going. Let's investigate Stella's room. Oh my god. Ah, she's got a wall of crazy, guys! Look, she's got a wall of crazy! Made your way down the hall to what you assume to be Stella's room. She's not here. Though it's a little untidy, it's the usual sort of untidiness that accumulates when someone doesn't often have guests in their bedroom. There aren't any signs of violence. You do notice, though, that her jacket is nowhere in sight. It isn't in her closet, and it wasn't on the coat rack in the other room. Stella's jacket is gone. The Letterman one. It wasn't on the rack in the other room. It's not in here, and she didn't have it yesterday. Okay, I'm sold. Between this and the kitchen, she must have come home last night. Go to check Stella's computer. I'm not sure we should be snooping on her computer. Isn't that an invasion of privacy? If Stella didn't want us to snoop, she shouldn't have gone missing. Damn, okay. I know it's an invasion of privacy, but we gotta do whatever we can to find her. Sure, snoop away, but I'm not gonna take part in this. I'll just be over here, standing in the corner of the room, not looking over your shoulder. Let me know if you find anything. Damn, okay. Stella's desktop is horrifically cluttered. There are simply too many files and folders to fit on her monitor, and they overlap each other in a chaotic, multi-layered display. Gee, that sounds familiar. Husband. This sounds familiar. Horrifically cluttered desktop. Okay, it's not as bad as it normally is. I don't know what I expected to see here, but it definitely wasn't this. How does she ever get anything done? Sift through the chaos. You have spent plenty of time with computers and are more than capable of sifting through the chaos of a messy desktop. One folder catches your eye, boring tax stuff. Years of helping friends with their computers have made you all too familiar with this folder. Boring tax stuff never contains boring tax stuff. For that matter, it never contains anything related to taxes, and its contents are never boring. I'll leave it be. What about her open tabs? It would take you all day to count the number of open tabs in Stella's browser. So numerous are her tabs you can't even see a single icon. A sea of rounded, featureless triangles from the Windows edge to Windows edge. Mood. Her most recently open tab is a post on Uncle Carl's Bigfoot Farm, a forum for cryptozoology enthusiasts. Is Uncle Carl's Bigfoot Farm a real thing? Because if it is, I want to go there. You've visited Uncle Carl's Bigfoot Farm in the past. Despite the name, and despite the fact that posters call themselves Carl's Big Feet, the community takes itself very seriously, and it's one of the more consistently active cryptid boards on the web. The post in question is titled "Something Big is Happening in Scarlet Hollow." Hidden Appalachia. Hey everyone, was out chasing a skunk ape sighting the other day and I found these weird little guys. My friend's mom says there's something called ditchlings, but I've never heard of them before. Anyone have good leads? Bride of Bigfoot. Camera isn't shaking enough. This is totally staged. Damn! Moth stand. Clean footage and some sort of cryptid nobody's heard of except for your friend's mom. The only thing I'm seeing when I Google ditchlings is some city in England. Thought you were legit. Lucky stars. Guys, since when did high quality footage count as anything other than actual evidence? Those things are terrifying. Gary 2125479. Since every low budget horror movie started doing guerrilla marketing, I smell an ARG. Damn. I'm serious. I got a ton of extra footage. Look at this nest. They've been doing something to the animals in town, and they're apparently some sort of bad omen. Like Mothman. Moth stand. Okay, I'm listening. I love me a Mothman. Lucky stars. I believe you. Gary. Ugh, lucky you're falling right into her lap. I don't trust YouTubers. They're entertainers, not scientists. The thread continues into the next day. Hey, okay, so 1, this is an ARG. I would never. And 2, you're not going to believe this, but we went to an abandoned mine last night to investigate things, and I'm pretty sure we found some Tommy knockers. Listen to this knocking we managed to catch on tape. There's a link to an audio file, Tommy knockers real.wave. That sounds like something I would do, actually. Just because you put the word real in your file name doesn't mean they're real. 2 supernatural events on back-to-back nights. This is so fake. I can't believe I bought into that River Runner hype. You're so full of it. YouTubers are always going to sell out to big indie horror. This is Kidnapped by Aliens all over again. Also, lol, doughy white things and now popping noises. This is definitely an ARG. Did you sell out to Pillsbury? Stop cyberbullying her or I'm going to call the mods. Blocking this thread and giving everyone a 7-day ban. No cyberbullying and no self-promo. Thread ends. What about her search history? Hasn't visited any websites since Tuesday night. If she came home after last night's incident, she didn't touch her browser. Aside from the expected searches for Tommy knockers and ditchlings, it looks like she's been playing a lot of Sarah McLachlan. Why? That's that. Okay, I think we've seen enough. Thank God. Achievement unlocked. Hacker Man. I'm in. I don't think there's any clues here. Like, I think this is just the normal state of her room. I don't think so either. This is what her room's been like for pretty much the entire time I've known her. The only thing that's changed is the computer getting a lot fancier. Aw, she still does this corkboard with string thing. She loves putting the strings on there. I don't think they actually mean anything, but they're more for decoration anyway. Okay, I don't think we're gonna find much else here. Let's move on. Achievement unlocked. Still life. So she probably came home last night, but left the door open and didn't tell anyone where she was going. Thought I was overreacting this morning. I thought she would have just been sleeping in or something. Can't believe she's actually missing. Where to next? Let's check the diner. Maybe she's eating. Good idea. Folks tend to congregate there. Maybe we'll run into someone who's seen Stella. It feels like you've walked into a private meeting. The back booth is full of miners, and they're having what seems to be an intense discussion, their expressions gravely serious. Well, yeah, because everybody's friggin' striking today. Hey, it's Tempest and Kanika. Long time no see. Hope the town's been treating you well. Are we interrupting something? Course not. Everyone's welcome here. Just be careful not to step on any toes. Things have gotten a little tense over the past couple of days. The miners in back were too engaged in conversation to notice you enter, and instead of speaking in hushed voices, they argue with each other loudly enough for you to easily overhear. Sure, the shift schedules are tough, and sure we don't get enough time off for me to see my family as often as I'd like, but this is the best job I can get right now. Listen, kid, you're only a year or so into this gig. Trust me, the longer it goes on, the more it sucks the life out of you. At first, you're just unhappy, but then you think you can weather it till you find something better. Paycheck's a paycheck, I get it. The next thing you know, you lost years of your life to a company that don't give a solitary shit about you, that uses up every free second it can to suck out of its workers, and pays us just enough to survive, but not so much we can ever save enough to get the hell out. Zax, we could get fired for this. I really need the paycheck. My sister needs the paycheck. I'm the only reason she can afford her tuition right now. I can't get fired. And this job still has its perks, like the company housing. Can't afford my own place and send money back home. I don't know where I'd live if I didn't have this job. Right, the company housing. How generous of the big boss to put you up in a company-owned shack that ain't had proper maintenance done in decades. You know she uses that housing as an excuse to pay us less, and the company housing that means almost nobody in this whole damn town owns the place they live. That's why the Scarlets can keep getting away with whatever they want. Zax, we don't have the numbers, man. You know this is risky. Riskier than most of us can afford. We would have the numbers if y'all'd stand with me and not let management scares tack its stick to you. Hell, there was a collapse less than 2 days ago, and the boss expects us not to riot at the thought of being forced back down there to work while the threat of death looms over our heads. Threats only work if we let them. Doesn't matter whose name is on the deed for the place. Without us, there is no mine. We got him against the ropes. We can't back down now or they'll come out swinging. Probably best to leave, because, like, if they notice you there, I have the feeling something bad's gonna happen. Or we can ask Avery. Maybe Avery knows something. Hey, Avery, do you have a minute to catch up? Uh-oh. You angling at something? Come on now, Zax. This is a free establishment. Huh. Let's step outside. I can use some fresh air. I've been seeing these little blob guys everywhere. Y'all know about them, right? Should I be concerned? Yeah, they're called ditchlings. My mom says they're an omen for a coming disaster, which I don't exactly buy, but they've been killing local animals. There we go. Did you say you don't exactly buy it? Is this town Scully saying she believes in something supernatural? Look, we've seen some things these past couple of days. Okay, now I'm really worried. We should be more worried about why they're here than anything else. Do we know what that is yet? Not yet, though I'm still hoping they're just weird animals, not some kind of harbingers of doom. Because my mom's right, and that's what they are. Whatever's coming has got to be worse than what we've already been through. Keep my eyes peeled and ears open. In the meantime, should I be careful not to wind up in any dark alleys with those weird little guys? They gonna try and eat me or something? No, worse. They might try to use you as some kind of incubator. So far, they've only been laying eggs in local wildlife, but now there are so many of them, I'm not sure humans in Scarlet Hollow are going to be safe for much longer. Oh, is that all they do? That doesn't sound so bad. Are you serious? Being used to walking nursery sounds so much worse than just being eaten. Look, if they need a warm place to pupate and I have skin to spare, who am I to deny them? Oh, that's so gross! The thought of feeling something like wiggling under your skin, stealing your nutrients until it eventually erupts out of you? Sounds like a miracle of life to me. You're yanking us around, right? Maybe. Anyway, I shouldn't get too off topic. You wanted to chat? Well, let's ask about the miners first, then we can ask about Stella. Strike? I'm all for it. Workers seem to be pretty split. Might be an uphill struggle for them, but I'm glad they decided to set up shop in the diner. We're happy to support in any way we can, even if that's just by making sure they have a steady supply of caffeine. I hope I can convince her to actually hear folks out. Shouldn't be that hard to make everyone happy, right? You have way too much faith in that woman if you think she'll just give in. You never know. Maybe Tempest coming into town's a chance for her to turn over a new leaf. Ha! I'll believe it when I see it. Do you have any idea where Stella might have went? She ran off last night and we haven't seen her since. But nothing ever seems to bother Stella. What happened last night? Well, ghosts are real, as it turns out. Last night proved that pretty irrefutably. We all went to Ghost Bust Oscar's house and wound up getting sucked into a hellish ghost dimension. Most of us were used as meat puppets for some bizarre play, everyone except Tempest. But it's gone now, so you don't gotta worry about that happening to you. Are you kidding? That sounds amazing. I'm sure it was pretty traumatizing in the moment, but come on, you gotta believe being a puppeted by a ghost is probably a pretty unique experience. You say that, but you're not the one who feels like a walking bruise today. Trust me. It was bad. I still feel cold inside. Can't believe it was so bad that even the Scully of the group's turned true believer. Stuff is getting weird in Scarlet Hollow. Yeah, it sure is. Anyway, I wish I could be more help, but I'll make sure to keep my eyes peeled for Stella. I'll make sure everyone who comes into the diner knows to look out for her. Have you noticed anything weird going on around town? Aside from the ditchlings, that is. I don't think it's supernatural, but I haven't seen Julius since Tuesday, which is pretty unusual. He never skips the diner 2 days in a row unless he's out of town or something. And maybe he is. I don't know him well enough that he shares his weekend plans with me or anything. I don't like the thought of more people disappearing right now. Might just be out of town. But he's kind of an old dude. Maybe it couldn't hurt to have someone check on his house, see if he's there or not. I'll try to do that before my shift tomorrow. You should probably get back to it. Totally. I'm sure you're both antsy to get back to looking for Stella. I won't keep you. Achievement unlocked. What's the buzz? Still no sign of Stella. Maybe check in on Oscar? Oscar might know. Hope nothing else happened after we all went home last night. They're so brave for sleeping in that house after everything we went through. I'd rather sleep in the woods with the ditchlings than some place that was that haunted. Library card! Achievement unlocked. No ghosts, thank God. I was not up for an encore. Guess Oscar must be in back. I know that's where I'd be if I finally got my house back. Let's go. This hallway creeps me out. Oh, good morning. So good to see all of you. Please, come on in. You've no idea how good it feels to sleep in our own house last night. Though I suppose I didn't do too much sleeping. I mostly sat and stared at the hatch all night. Nothing happened, but the idea that something could happen was more than enough to keep me wide awake. So what brings you here? Stella's been missing since last night, and we're trying to figure out if anyone's seen her. She hasn't gotten in touch with any of you? Nope, we have no clue where she's gone. That's not good. I haven't seen her since she ran off last night. I feel terrible. I should have done a better job warning her. Stella was practically banging down your door trying to get evidence of ghosts. I don't think you were going to be able to stop her. There was no way you could have known how she would react when she found it. Now I'm really starting to worry. It sounds like no one in town has seen her. Sorry that I can't be more helpful, especially after everything y'all have done for us. I know time is of the essence right now, but while you're here, I wanted to let you know that I'm determined to do whatever I can to help investigate what's happening to our town. I was hoping we could compare notes. It might help me narrow down where I should start my research. As far as I'm aware, there was nothing paranormal in Scarlet Hollow before very recently. Now here we are, suddenly surrounded by weird little goblin creatures in the woods and plagued by angry ghosts. You think there was an inciting event, right? I do. It's my thought, too. It was never like this in the holler before. Something must have happened that kicked off all this magic stuff. If there's a root cause for all of this, hopefully there's a way to put the genie back in its bottle. I'm gonna do my best to find out if there's ever been any similar events and whether there's anything special about Scarlet Hollow that may explain what's going on. We'll fill you in on what little we know, so you at least have some place to start. We've been finding these weird stone seals. There's one in the mines and another in your basement. There might be more. These are the carvings you mentioned last night, right? To think there was something like that under my house all this time, and to think someone must have put it there, but who? This gives me quite a few threads to follow, thank you. You know, I was thinking about filling that basement with cement and pretending it was never a part of this house, but if we're all here, maybe we should go down and take a closer look at that carving, seal, whatever it is. It's been bad enough going into haunted houses and abandoned coal mines at night, but there's something that feels so much worse about going down there in the middle of the day. I can't say I'm thrilled at the thought of it either, but we need to do whatever we can to start getting ahead of things. I really don't think this is a good idea. Well, before I choose, I'm gonna save. Return. Stretch. Posture check. Cool. I am snap crackle popping right now. I don't want to go back down there, but we have to check it out. Are we sure nothing will happen if we open the hatch again? I told myself I'd stop letting my fears get the best of me, and I'm gonna hold myself to that. Oh, hey, Dad. What are y'all doing here? I'm going back into the basement, Rosa. I'm afraid there's something down there that might help us figure out what's going on in town. It's probably best you go to the library while we... No way! If you're going down there, I'm going too. Remember what you said last night? No more secrets. We're in this together. You're right, Rosa. You can come with us. No more secrets. Am I the only person in this town who don't have a death wish? Just give me a moment to move all this out of the way. I don't want to go back there. It's okay, Alexis. You don't have to come with us. We can stay up here together while everyone else goes down there. Whew, okay. We don't get sucked into a nightmare realm. See? Nothing to be worried about. So, shall we? If you're sure you want to do this, I won't stop you, but I do not like the vibes I'm getting from that pit. Descend. The excavation of Oscar's basement. Oh, that's scary. So, what are we looking for? Tempest says there may be a carving here, some sort of stone. There, in the middle of the room, under the soil. Good eye. I guess we should start digging. I'll go get a shovel. I'll do the digging. I don't want any of you coming in contact with some cursed artifact. Aha! Stone carving, all right, and... Oh, God. Let's look in the pit. Ah, skeleton, let's go. Hi, Charles. Hi, Charles Shaw Jr. Charlie. Whoa, cool! Don't touch it. I'll have to call Dr. Kelly about this. We should put the body to rest, right? That's how these things usually go. He hasn't popped out of the grave or decided to make any of us into puppets, so maybe he's really gone for good. I think so. That's gonna make it a lot easier to sleep tonight. Does that mean you'll let me sleep in my actual bed? Whoa, whoa, let's give it one more night. I still don't know how I feel about you sleeping on top of that rock. Well, I've seen enough. Time to go. Yes, let's go back upstairs. Now that we know it's safe down here, I'll come back on my own time to do a more thorough examination. You and the others make your way back up to Rosalina's room. So, did y'all get possessed or cursed or anything? No, but we got to see a dead body. Hey, Alexis, you want to see a picture of it? Ew, okay. I'm not sure that's appropriate. Alexis's parents might not approve of you showing their daughter pictures of dead people. They let her watch all kinds of scary movies, Dad. It's fine. And maybe she can help with the investigation, too. Yeah, it's totally okay, Mr. Gutierrez. I don't want to see it in person, but I do want to see it. Okay, Alexis. Whoa, I can't believe you're gonna sleep in here. You're so brave. I'll be back to check in on you two in a minute. I've just got a couple of things to finish up with these folks. Excuse me. So I have more than enough to get started on my research now, but is there anything else I should know about? Make sure Pixel stays inside. I think that's Pixel will be fine. I think Sybil knows more than she's letting on. She wants me to come to talk to her today. I know we've been over this, but I still think you're barking up the wrong tree. Why would my mom hide anything from us? She's always had a strange air about her, hasn't she? I'd be interested to know what exactly she intends to discuss with you, Tempest. I have a feeling she has more than tea to offer. Make sure Pixel stays inside or he might get grabbed by ditchlings. The ditchlings are those things from the woods, right? With those faces? They snatch animals, do some kind of parasitic egg-laying thing. So unless you want one of those things to pop out of Pixel, you'd better keep him where he's safe. Will do. I can't imagine how devastated Rosalina would be if something were to happen to him, especially after everything she's been through. I think there's something in the clinic. There was the store yesterday, and I could feel something pulling me towards it. You didn't mention anything like that yesterday. I see. I'll dig up what I can on the clinic. There's a lot of history there. I wouldn't be surprised if there's something haunting that place as well. Oh god, you don't think that's why REESE is sick, do you? He's been sick for years, hasn't he? If there's something supernatural causing his illness, it puts a bit of a wrench in our recency theory. It does, but maybe there's more to it than that. Maybe things being clustered so tightly together is just a coincidence. Maybe Scarlet Hollow's been weird for a long time and we're all just starting to notice. Took me back-to-back encounters with the paranormal on consecutive nights to even consider that we might be dealing with something supernatural. REESE mentioned a movie night, right? It's the perfect cover for an investigation. Who knows if that'll fly with Dr. Kelly, though. After last night, I'm pretty sure she's not going to let us anywhere near her house. If we're going to investigate the clinic, I think we're going to have to break in. No, absolutely not. It's what Stella would do, and she's been 3 for 3 this week when it comes to finding spooky stuff. She's also been 3 for 3 when it comes to finding her way into mortal peril. This is why we have to find her as soon as possible. It shouldn't fall on me to suggest we do something dangerous. I'm terrible at selling it. It's not that I don't think we should figure out what's going on in there. We just need to be cautious about what we do next. We don't want anyone to get attacked or possessed by any more ghosts, even if it is to help a friend. I don't know if we have time to play it safe. Just give me a day or two to do some research before you do anything rash, okay? Sounds like you've got something to work on now. We should get back to looking for Stella. I do. Thanks for the lead. Let us know what you find. I will. So that's Oscar. Any other ideas? I don't think that Stella's gonna be at the church because she thinks that the pastor's creepy. And she's not gonna be at the mines because she can't even go in. We should go to the cops. Well, let's go to the mines. Maybe she did go back out there. Guess there's a decent chance Stella went to find her cousin. I can't say I get it, but it's definitely something she would do. Come on, I'll drive us. Hope it's not weird to talk to them while we're in the middle of all this. I'm gonna sneeze, I can feel it. Oh, excuse me. Pardon. Well, if it isn't the boss's cousin. He might have had us fooled the other day, but word gets around fast. Thank you, L-Man. How goes the strike? Yeah, okay. We thought we'd have more support. The collapse the other night wasn't a tipping point. Then what is it actually going to take for people to wake up and fight for what they're owed? I know there's not a lot of us out here, but there's more of us at the diner and there's more of us setting up mutual aid. Once people see our follow-through, they're going to join up. This is the only beginning. Let me know if there's anything the general store can do to help. Anything you can think of, we'll take it. We need all the support we can get right now. What are your grievances? We'd like competitive pay, 8-hour shifts instead of 12 or more, improvements to the sick day and vacation policies, and a thorough safety inspection before any of us step foot underground again. That collapse was way too close to the active mine for me to feel safe down there until I know for sure I won't wind up buried under 2 tons of rock. We want to change things. There's no reason we should be treated like we're disposable workforce. If we're the ones making our money, we should be making money too, not just scraping by. Jesus, Tabitha. That's it? Look, I need to talk to my cousin. I'll be happy to pass along your demands. Sure, if you think you can get her to come to the table, it can make a real difference. Just make sure you leave the actual demands to us. Well, let's ask them about Stella first. Have any of you seen Stella? She's missing. The YouTuber? She's the one on all the banned from property posters, right? We haven't seen her. We've been out here all day, so we'd know if she came by. We'll make sure to keep an eye out. Okay, if I'm helping y'all out here, do you mind if I go talk to my cousin? Sure, go for it. I don't care if they're okay with you going in. I'm still not crossing a picket line. Besides, I don't think Tabitha would be too happy to see me. I'll just wait by the van while you go talk to her. See you on the other side. Okay. Knock. Just go inside. I think I can turn at least a few of the guys, and if you fire Davis... Oh my god, have you heard of knocking? What are you even doing up here? Should I go? Yes, and make sure no one sees you. No one else, at least. I saw nothing. I heard nothing. Hey, do you have a moment? It's important. I really don't, but you're already here, aren't you? Make it quick. Should I? I already said you can leave, Rodriguez. We'll talk more later. Oh, jeez. Okay. Listen to me, Tempest. Really listen. This isn't some fun little game, okay? This is my life, and if you value yours, you'll keep quiet about what you just saw. I don't care if we're family. I can make the rest of your stay here a living hell if you cross me. Sorry to get scary for a second. I'm close to having everything under control here. I can't risk you mucking it up like you've done everything else this week. I know, bro! Like, dude. What are you gonna do? Shoot me? I don't think I want to tempt fate here. I mean, I am on her side. I mean, if I can get her to make a compromise with everybody, then, like, it would just be a benefit to her. I'll believe it when I see it. What did you come up here to talk about anyway? Just decided you wanted to bother me on the worst possible day to be bothered? Stella's still missing. We've been looking all over town for her and don't have any leads. Why do things keep happening to me? Please, can I just have one day where only one thing happens? I'm sure she'll turn up, but I'll see if I can get a hold of her. Don't think looking for my missing acquaintance gives you a pass to do anything dangerous. You're forbidden from doing risky things, even for what you might think is a good reason. I promise I'll stay safe. Hope you can stick to that. Please, let's have one day where no one winds up traumatized or stuck in mortal peril. I also wanted to see how you were doing. The strike, your mom, everything. Let's really talk. Did you really think I'd want to have some kind of heart-to-heart right now? Sorry, Tempest, but I have work to do. Save your probing questions for some other time. Or never. I don't care which. Why did you even invite me here? Was it so wrong of me to reach out to my last living family member so I wouldn't have to bury my mother alone? I didn't know what you would be like. I didn't know how much we would clash. If I had, maybe I wouldn't have invited you. Or maybe I would have anyway. Maybe this is still better than being alone. We're family. That still means something to me. Let's go ahead and talk to her about the strike. Good for you, I don't. Now, if you want to have something else to talk about, spit it out. Otherwise, get out of my office and let me work. Okay, I'm done here. See you around. Great, I have a lot of work to do, so don't come poking around up here again. I don't have endless hours of free time to entertain you. You don't look like you found any new leads. Should we warn them about Rodriguez? I have the feeling that we should warn them. Yeah, let's warn them about Rodriguez. Hey, David Rodriguez is trying to get... Hey, Davis, Rodriguez is trying to get Tabitha to fire you to break the strike. That little rat! Thanks for letting us know. We'll have to figure out who he's been talking to. Might help us round up more support. Oh, I didn't expect you to share something like that. Normally, I'm not a fan of snitches, but snitching on a snitch seems like fair game to me. Feels like we've done our due diligence here. Come on, I'll drive us back to town and we can figure our next move for them from there. I can talk. Where to next? I'm supposed to get tea with your mom today. Maybe she'll have some ideas. Sure, we can humor her. She's probably going to give you some rocks or bundles of herbs for protection or something, which might actually work. Who knows? Guess there's only one way to find out. What does that say? I can't tell what the sign says. Kanika, there you are. You were supposed to stay in bed today, remember? And hello, Tempest. Hope you're sufficiently recovered from last night's fiasco. Sorry, Mom. It's just that Stella's missing and Stella can take care of herself. Unlike you, you need bed rest and lots of fluids. You don't need to be running around town spreading that cold of yours. Go on, get up to bed. I'll be up in a minute with more tea. I thought you had some kind of important thing to talk to Tempest about. I'm really feeling okay. I want to know what you wanted to say to her. I'll just be doing a tea reading. Haven't those bored you to tears? Okay, you're right. I'm not feeling well. I should go lay down. Bye. Shall we? Kanika didn't seem like herself just then. You're right, she hasn't exactly been feeling herself the past few days. All the stress she's been under, plus that cold of hers. But I'm sure it'll clear her up soon. She just needs to take it easy, drink some tea, and not go running all over town until she feels better. Let's follow Sybil. Kanika would want us to. Okay. Castor bean. This is a special blend. Should help clarify some of the visions you've been getting. I'll be able to do a reading once you're done. Until then, how about we just chat? Ooh. Excuse me, sorry. Got a little uncomfortable for a second there. The other day you promised to tell me, what was it? Unsavory tales of my mom's youth? I most certainly did, though I think I might have been exaggerating a bit for dramatic effect. I'm prone to do that. In a town this size, you get to know to everybody, no matter what the age difference might be. Vivian was a little younger than me, which means I always had a certain older sister instinct about her. Her family wasn't good to her. Pearl Ann was a lot like her great-grandmother, Edwardine, which is to say, she was not a very kind woman. Similar to Tabitha, but with more social grace and considerably more hatred for her fellow man. Rude. Let's go, High Hollow! But your mother wasn't a stinking violet either. She was just as stubborn as any other Scarlet, so her family choosing her as their punching bag made her quite the rebel. Why were Pearl Ann and my mom raised by Edwardine? What happened to their mother? Their entry into this world was violent, I'm afraid. Their mother was young, too young to be pregnant, especially with twins. She didn't survive the labor. What do you know about my grandma? I'm afraid there isn't much I can tell you. I think there were two in that generation. The eldest died when the girls were still children. Edwardine never spoke about them, nor did your mother. What happened when my mom found out that she was pregnant? Eat the pizza, Hollow. Eat the pizza. She came to me for advice. She was distraught. It was like she'd been handed a death sentence. Maybe it was fear from what happened to her own mother. Maybe it was something else. But she seemed convinced she was in danger. Tabitha had already been born by then, of course, but she was born in wedlock, so I assumed your mother's worries had something to do with religion. Though the Scarlets weren't particularly religious as far as I knew. But the way Vivian was that night she came to me stuck in my mind. It's always had me wondering what it was about your family that made her panic so much at the thought of having a baby. I feel like I know a lot about the women in my family, but what about the men? Do they even exist? I suppose they just haven't been very noteworthy since Edwardine took over the mines. Her husband died a long time ago, and to be quite honest, I can't even recall his name. Might have been Stuart, or something just as forgettable. From what Vivian said, her father was some teenage fling that ended once your grandmother found out she was pregnant. I'm fairly certain it was similar for Vivian, though she was much older, and I believe she was the one who ended it, what with skipping town and all. What's with all the mystery and ritual? If you have something to tell me, then just come out and say it. I'll need your tea leaves first. I have pieces of the puzzle, but tea leaves should help give me the full picture. I'm not gonna drink this. I don't know. I don't really fully trust her. Like, I'm sorry, but she's got poisonous plants in with her regular tea. I'm a little scared. I'm just saying. So how did you wind up in Scarlet Hollow? Oh, my family's been in these hills for a long time. That's how I know so much of the local flora. Everything I learned was handed down from generations of hill folk. There hasn't always been a reliable doctor up here, especially not one most folks could afford. They have to figure out their own medicine. I'm gonna save, just in case. Okay, I've saved, so I can go back if this ends badly. Okay, finish the tea. Oh, Good, glad you found the tea palatable enough to drink. Should do you some good. It's one of my more medicinal blends. Now on to business. Oh dear, this don't bode well. You got just about every warning that can fit in the bottom of a cup. Cross, kettle, hourglass. All of these mean death, misery, difficulty, and the hourglass ties it all together with definite urgency. It's fair to assume this all has to do with whatever brought the ditchlands. Something's coming, and whether any of us can stop it, I'm not sure. We may at the very least be able to figure out what it is. And there's a central figure here, a cat, an enemy lurking in plain sight. We think she might be a witch, Hollow. How do I know you're not the cat? Cat could be Wayne. I don't trust Wayne. Wayne's been like stalking us. It's not. Don't trust a word out of that man's mouth. But I doubt he's the cat. The cat implies a certain level of two-facedness that I don't think he possesses. You don't gotta figure out an answer right away. It often takes time for the mind to connect the dots. Just be on guard and keep vigilant that someone close to you isn't to be trusted. We know from the ditchlands that something terrible's coming your way, and it's likely that it's connecting to some hidden enemy. Perhaps we can try to counteract whatever might be planned for you. Judging by what you told me last night, these stones, carvings, seals, whatever you want to call them, I think it's likely they have something to do with this. Until the cat reveals itself, it seems like your best course of action is to seek these carvings out. Piece together what you can from your visions, and arm yourself with information. Have you sensed any others around town? Do you think you might be able to find another? Ah. I think I felt another in the clinic. That's good. If you can find your way inside and uncover another stone, that could give you a leg up on your adversary. You'll just have to be careful to avoid the doctor. Something tells me she won't take too kindly to you sniffing around her clinic. If I recall correctly, there's a hill that'll take you nearly all the way to the second story, and she never locks any of the doors up there. Just in case that's helpful information. I think that's all the help I can offer. I hope this conversation has been illuminating, even if it just brought up more questions than given any clear answers. Thank you. I'll let you know if I find anything. Glad to hear it. I hope it all goes well, and I wish you luck. Hopefully you won't need it. Thank you again for humoring an old lady and stopping by for a chat. And remember, be careful who you put your trust in. According to your tea, the cat is getting ready to pounce, and merely being ready for it may not be enough. Real. Like, Sybil's weird, but like, while I don't fully trust her, I don't think that she's evil. Let's go check on Kanika. Mom, I really don't need any more tea. I think I'm just gonna lay down for a while. I'm not your mom. Oh, Tempest, what's up? I'm going to the clinic. I was hoping you would join me. I was hoping to be able to check in with REESE sometime today. I want to ask if he knows anything about Stella and, make sure he's okay after what happened at dinner. Yeah, screw this. Why did I even listen to my mom in the first place? I don't need to sit around in my room just because she said so. Do you want to come in for a sec while I get ready? Okay, come on in. Dude, her room's cool. I like her death's head moth bag. That's really awesome. Nice terrarium. I don't usually have people over. Don't judge me too harshly for the state of the place. We can romance her. We can romance her. Packing for something? That's all my stuff from college. I never really unpacked. Seemed like a waste to unload everything. It's not like I'll be staying here long term, so I'd just have to pack up again eventually. I know, Hollow, I know. Guess I did move back in over a year ago, so those boxes have just been sitting here unopened for a long time. But any day now, I'll load them back into the van and get out of town. Any day now. We still have to find Stella. I'm not going anywhere without you. Let's get out of here and see what we can find at the clinic. Okay, I'm gonna take a really quick bathroom break. I am going to be taking a really quick break. I will be back.
I am around. I am very much around. Let's see, how do I... It is I, Belgian. I have taken over the stream now. I am now a woman. Fear me. So yeah, what's up? I did become a woman. I have been a woman. I don't know what's been going on. I've been playing Call of Duty because I'm tired and I need something to keep me awake. Of course she's going to punk me, but she literally told me I can't stop you, so here I am. I am the Catwoman now. So, what now? Wink, wonk, wink, wonk, wink, wonk, wink, wonk. The man behind the slime. Yeah, this is now like a FNAF song. And the man behind the slime. It's quite simple. Yeah, actually, yeah, I am purple, so... Because that means I am the purple guy. God damn. She should be back soon, though. She just needed to go party. So I am here to occupy the empty space. Where the cat girl suddenly becomes cat boy. And here we are again. I am the purple guy. I am the real purple guy. I am so real, you don't even know it, fam. How close can I actually get to the camera? Because the closer I get to the phone, the bigger, the more zoomed in it becomes. Let's see. Oh, that's just... Oh, that's just... That awkwardly. Oh, that awkwardly zooms in. Not my fault. I was just trying to see what would happen. I would expect it like zoom in on the face, but it zooms in on the boobs. Oh no, that pillow dropped. Oh god. Oh actually quite surprised. I would have expected to go, what the fuck is this? What the fuck is that? Wow, something scary happened. What are those things? Oh. But, I haven't heard anything yet. So I guess nothing spooky has happened. I can't wait for. Oh, I heard the toilet. She's on her way. You can't see it, but I am currently wearing her pillow on my head. It kind of just fits my head for some reason. This pillow is made for me. It's kind of top heavy though. Every single time I shake my head, my entire head moves. Pretty heavy. Because I am bored. So I am doing anything I can to keep myself occupied. I'm bored and I'm kind of tired. I mean, I don't know what buttons, the different eyes and shit all would have given you guys like the sparkly love eyes. The hot eyes. Where is she? Can't take that long. What boy? Didn't she say it was like one of the F buttons? But then again, if I press something and then screw something up, she's going to kick my ass. Really big. Okay, so so the ears twitch whenever you blink. It's not bound to the mouth. So if I keep on staring, oh my god, it hurts to stare. Oh, she's here.
Why would you do such a thing? You realize I sit on that, right?
Yeah. That's the point. I was having a lovely chat.
You're having a lovely chat.
Yes.
Oh, I see.
I accidentally zoomed in on the boobs.
Lovely. Absolutely lovely. Ugh. Okay. Game time. Let's get out of here and see what we can find at the clinic. Oh, hi, Sybil. Oh, goodness. Hang on. Hey, can you keep an eye on things, babe? Hey, can you keep an eye on things? Because I hurt Michael.
Okay. And no, I have to come back. Come on, there's my eyes. Oh no, Bravo's compromised. I'm gonna get kicked from the lobby because of I'm inactive. Goddamn. Temp heard Michael, so she went to go check him out and see if he is awake or not. Oh, my team's gonna hate me. Oh, Belgium joined your team. Awesome. Belgium is just sitting at the loadout selection. I'm a very picky killer. Yo, what's up with the Cheetos hair looking ass back there? Why is he giving me the dead eye? God damn. He's got Cheetos hair. He looks like he wants to take part in some Naruto competition running. He is about to throw down, and I actually forgot what Temp's character is called. I shall call her Saskia. Saskia is like, oh shit, I'm gonna get Naruto ran. Meanwhile, I am just waiting. Like, just imagine this, like, scene, like this tense moment with, like, I don't know, a Naruto song or like a JoJo song, like I, ooh, and it's like Doritos, the Cheetos hair guy. It looks like it's about to throw down. I don't like it. I hope that there's like a perk of battle wits where you can battle the bitchlets. And oh, you see a ghost, just wrestle it on the floor. I'm actually surprised. I have been in that game, not moving, not doing anything for like a good solid minute, and I haven't gotten, like, you know, kicked out of inactivity. So who knows?
Alright, kiddo wanted water.
He wanted, you heard that the child wanted water. Here you go.
Hydration?
Hydration, that's the word.
He wanted the water. The water. The water. He wanted a cup of water. Why are you making her confront her mother? You barely know Kanika, and yet you're trying to drive a wedge between her and her family. I'm just gonna stay quiet. Now let's get you to bed. You need another day to recover, then you can get back to all this town mystery business. Tempest, you'll be fine without her until tomorrow. My mom's right. Tempest, you go on without me. See you later, okay? Okay, so I guess I'm going to the clinic by myself. Okay. Looks like I'm going out here myself. Should we go up the hill or knock on the basement windows? I mean, REESE will help us out. I think. I don't know. I don't know much of anything, guys. Okay, let's go up. The upstairs of the clinic feels like a decommissioned museum. Old furniture is covered in plain white sheets, and a thick layer of dust coats the floor. This place hasn't seen any use in years. You're in the clinic, free to explore as you please. Or rather, you're free to explore as you please. You can feel that odd sensation again, the nagging pull of whatever it was that wanted you to find it. Turn on the lights. Oh! The lights click on. You're in the morgue. Tempest? What are you doing in the morgue? Am I interrupting something? No, I was just practicing, I guess. Sometimes I just come down here to rehearse. I hate that pun. Bye, Hollow! Don't let the slime behind the slaughter back. I'll try. I will try my best, Hollow. Rehearse, you say? Good one. Follow the pull. Hey, are you okay? You kind of looked possessed for a second there. You good? Ah! The whispering is starting up again. That never bodes well. There's a stone carving on the other side of that wall, and I need to see it. You're really serious, aren't you? This is probably a bad idea, but if you really need to get in there, I'm pretty sure there's an emergency axe somewhere upstairs. I'll just need to get the dock out of our hair. Should take 2 seconds. Get the dock out of our hair? Yeah, if I say I'm sick and need something, she'll drop whatever she's doing and do it for me. Surefire way to get her out of the house. And most of the time it's true anyway. How'd you learn that little trick? When you're a teenager whose doctor mom won't leave you alone for 2 seconds, you learn how to make it happen. Sounds great. Lead the way. Sweet, be right back. He strides past you, his long legs moving swiftly. He seems excited, his usual dour demeanor replaced with an uncharacteristic pep when faced with the prospect of sneaking around and tearing down walls. You hear his soft voice filtering in through the open doorway at the top of the stairs, a hoarse and sickly edge added for effect as he speaks to his mother. Hey, Mom? He coughs gently. Reese, I didn't know you were awake. I still feel like shit, but I think I can finally try to keep some juice down. Looks like we're all out, though. Really? I thought I'd just pick some up. I got an errand to run on Main Street anyway. I'll go pick up some orange juice and some ginger ale, too. That'd be awesome. Sorry to ask. I know you're probably busy. It's no problem. It doesn't take long. Don't do anything too strenuous while I'm gone. Just lay in bed until I get back. Thanks, Mom. I'll take it easy. You hear her footsteps move down the hall, then the front door opening and closing. It worked! The theatric rasp has left his voice, excitement rising in its place. Come on up, we don't have long until she's back. It's one of those emergency fire axes, so it should be pretty obvious wherever it is, though I'm not sure where she would be keeping it. I'll show you around. Let's try the doc's office first. I don't see an axe in here. He's right. A cursory glance reveals nothing but stacks of paper and cabinets of medical supplies. But something on the desk catches your eye. Some sort of records with your family's name on them. I'm a fast reader. Find something interesting? They're your family's death certificates. Cause of death, sleep apnea, discovered by her daughter Tabitha Chrysanthemum Scarlet. No autopsy performed. Tabitha's middle name is Chrysanthemum? Wonder who cursed her with that mouthful. I feel like that was forbidden knowledge. Edwardine Scarlet, born April 9th, 1913, died February 12, 2003, age 89, cause of death, heart failure, signed by her granddaughter Pearl Ann Scarlet. Pretty normal, almost made it to 90, died of normal old person illness. Enoch Scarlet, born September 9th, 1887, died August 20th, 1957, age 69, cause of death, fall from cliff. This one had a coroner's report attached. Organs sustained impact injuries, lacerations to the neck and body consistent with fall from great height. Whoa, an actual autopsy report. Looks ancient. You quickly flip through a few of the other Scarlets whose names aren't quite as familiar. Theodore Scarlet, age 23, cause of death crushed in mine collapse, body not recovered, signed by his brother Enoch. That's right, you had a great uncle who died in the collapse. Joseph Scarlet, died June 7th. Louis Scarlet, died June 6th. Both killed at Normandy in the line of duty. It must have been Edwardine's brothers. Certificate of fetal death, infant boy, Andrew Charles Scarlet. Delivered April 3rd, 1945. Stillbirth. Mother, Edwardine Scarlet. Cause of death, complications during birth. No doctor present. Home burial. That settles the question of whether you're related to Charlie. Alexandra Scarlett, born December 12th, 1947. Died August 20th, 1957, age 9. Missing, presumed dead. Signed by mother, Edwardine Scarlett. She went missing the same day Enoch died in a hiking accident. Mary Bell Scarlett, born September 3rd, 1946. Died October 30th, 1963, age 17. Cause of death, complications during childbirth. Signed by her mother, Edwardine Scarlett. Wow, that's a lot of kids to outlive. Time to whip out the old string and cork board. New achievement. Turn around and leave the office. It's time to move on. Medical supply room is probably a good bet. Fire axe seems like something that might be useful in a room full of chemicals. It's just down the hall. There it is. Looks like it needs a key, though. We'd better not break the glass. I'd rather explain why I had to steal the axe after we've had a chance to use it. Must be a key in here somewhere. Shit, she's back already. She's headed this way. Quick, we gotta hide. I'm not supposed to be in here. There's not enough room. Hide somewhere else. Shit. That was the door to the house. We're in the clear. Let's go. Castor beans. Why did your mom get castor beans? Yes, found the keys. What's this about beans? Oh, those weird little fruit things. Here's your axe. And I don't know, I've never seen them before. I'm not allowed in the supply room. It's probably some kind of medicinal plant, right? She took out a chemistry set too, though, come to think of it. She's not supposed to make medicine. She's not a pharmacist. This room is just storage for orders she gets from a pharmacist over in Brevard. Why would she bring something like that in here? Castor beans make ricin, a deadly poison. She's not making it though, right? Why would she make that? She's a doctor. Let him draw his own conclusions. Maybe she has some kind of information on it lying around here somewhere. That drawer over there's locked. If I were information on some mysterious alien-looking fruit, I'd probably be in a locked drawer, right? Good thing I already have the keys. This is about me. There's stuff in here from when I was like 12. Some kind of diary or medical history or both, I guess. What the hell is this? Something about another episode? Guessing she's referring to one of my rough nights. Oh, here we go. There's some illustration. It's those beans you mentioned. She uses them to make my medicine. That's poison, right? Shit, that was the door from the house. We gotta run. I was right. We already did have juice. I was just in the back of the fridge. But there's no harm in having extra. What are you doing in the clinic? I thought I told you to go rest. Oh, I'm just gonna chill in the morgue. I got my speakers, so if you hear some weird sounds, that's just my music. I'll be sure to put in earplugs to drown out all that industrial clanging you listen to. Yo, Reese listens to industrial. Let's go. You know I'm not the biggest fan of you spending time down there. It can't be good for your mental health to hang out in a refrigerator for corpses. Do you at least have a blanket this time? Yeah, I'll be fine. It's just a change of scenery. My room feels too claustrophobic right now. Okay, I'll let you know when it's time for dinner. You don't have to do that. I'll grab something from my room later. Sure, whatever you're able to. Hey. I should warn you, something spooky might happen when we break down that wall. Good. Feel like I've been missing out lately. Oh. Let's do this. I'd like to do the honors, if you don't mind. I've got some confused and angry feelings I'd like to express. Huh. Holy shit. What the fuck? There is a whole ass room back there. There's a whole hallway back there. Thick, stale air leaks from the hole, filling the morgue with an earthy mildew smell, like the room is slowly filling with dirt. With the stink of the grave-like room beyond comes an even stronger compulsion. You step forward. Yeah, this doesn't look weird at all. And you climb in the hole. You're climbing in the hole. We're going in the hole, guys. This is wild. I had no idea any of this was here. An entire hospital wing, rotting away for decades behind some flimsy drywall. Well, are you okay? You don't respond, and you don't bother to retrieve the axe. Wall is rotten, water damage having eaten away at the wood over the course of unknowable years, the planks nearly reduced to sawdust. You tear into it. There it is! Enoch, I thought you weren't gonna come. I was worried you'd leave me here forever. They said there's nothing they can do. I'll never use my legs again. Enoch, what am I gonna do? Calm down, Teddy. These doctors don't know what they're talking about. I'm doing my own research, and I found us an alternative. We won't have to worry about anything from here on out, I promise. I went to talk with the witch. Witch? That's nonsense. It's all right, it's all sorted. We're taking you home today, and everything will be resolved by this time next week. Huh. Hey, I was worried you'd slipped into a coma or something. You tore down a wall like a wild animal, found some weird carving, and collapsed. I think you might have had some kind of seizure. Are you okay? Does Dr. Kelly know I'm here? No, I snuck you back into the house while she was busy in the medical storage room. Figured you wouldn't want to come into the morgue. I had a vision. Like a hallucination? I have those sometimes too. Used to have them a lot as a teen. Always just weird little things, like my hands would look wrong, or my neck would seem too long, or the room would feel smaller. Whatever these visions are, they're making me very suspicious of my family. It's probably a good thing, right? The Scarlets have always seemed like one of those old bunny families with a ton of secrets. And that estate up the hill seems like the kind of place that's seen at least one murder. Maybe you should try to stay away from that place. How did I get here? I carried you. You don't seem to have the kind of muscle mass required for that. Huh? Why would I lie about that? I just picked you up and carried you back. It's not like I had to go very far. You didn't call an ambulance when I started seizing? Stella said you did something similar a couple of days ago. Figured it might just be something that happens to you every now and then. I know I wouldn't when someone called an ambulance for me every time I had an episode. Going to the hospital sucks. I think Dr. Kelly should look me over. These seizures can't be good for me. I don't think you'll want her to do that. While you were out, I did some reading. She's not the kind of doctor you want in charge of your healthcare. I should know. I'm the one she's been poisoning for years. I think you were right about those castor beans. I refuse to take my medicine, so she's on the warpath up there. I have no idea what she's doing, but I've blocked my door so she can't get down here. Now we just have to wait her out. I don't get why your mom would poison you, though. I don't know. But it's all in here. She never outright says that's what she's doing. The recipe she came up with to deal with my flare-ups, whatever she thinks those are, involves that weird plant that was on the counter. Those castor beans. You're right. Ricin poisoning matches up with quite a few of my symptoms. The thing I can't figure out is whether she's been trying to kill me slowly or if she just likes keeping me sick enough to be dependent on her. Either way, I don't think I've ever had an illness. I think the illness was me growing up and becoming less easy to control. She found a cure for that. How are you not dead? I don't know. Maybe it's low enough doses, or maybe I developed a tolerance. But I think the fact that I feel more and more alive by the minute is enough proof that she was keeping me sick. I don't even need solid evidence. With your evidence, you should be able to go to the cops. Maybe not the local cops, but a cops. You're right, I have a journal. It's pretty incriminating, even if she left out any descriptive words for what she was up to. Ideally, I'd never have to see or think about her ever again. But if it comes to it, that could be my guarantee that she would never be able to have power over me again. No matter what, we should get out of this basement soon. Where would we go? The only person I know who has a car is Kamika, and she's not answering her phone. I don't know anyone else. I don't have any other family to go to. I never even finished high school. Damn, she didn't even let him finish high school? When I get out of this house, I don't know how I can make sure I won't wind up right back down here. Let's just start by waiting out your mom and getting out of here. You shouldn't call her my mom. As far as I'm concerned, she's forfeited that title. I don't even think I should call her doctor. She's just some woman now. Can't wait for her to be in the rear view mirror the rest of my life. We'll see if we can wait her out. If she doesn't fall asleep by 10, we can figure something else out. These windows are supposedly shatterproof, which she always said was for burglars. Now I assume it was another way to keep me boxed in. But we can try to break them anyway. Distraction seems like a good idea. As you can probably tell, I'm getting a little jittery. Maybe it's the lack of poison in my system for the first time in years, or the fact that my whole perception of reality's been turned on its head. Probably a combo. It doesn't feel awful, to be honest. I believe you owe me a showing of Shinochi Deathblood. I believe I do. Let me know if it gets to be too much for you. I'm not a great judge of how other people react to the sort of things I watch, but I definitely don't want you to feel uncomfortable. I've seen a couple of this director's other films, and they're all interesting, though this is probably the best introduction to his work. The way it jump cuts seemingly unrelated TV show recordings that then wind up tying back into the narrative adds a level of realism and depth to the world that I find really engrossing. It's found footage used to its fullest. Damn, guy really knows his stuff. Can't believe I'll be able to just do things from here on out, like watch movies with another person. Or talk to people, ever. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. First, we have to get out of this basement. That's true. I shouldn't be counting my chickens. We still have to get past the woman upstairs. Oof. Hopefully we can just wait her out. If not, I love that there are all these distinct sort of vignettes, little pockets of horror that affect a small number of people, and only once you start to see how they fit together can you realize some fundamental horror about the universe. And then it sees you back. Incredible. Cosmic horror in the truest sense. Reese, are you feeling okay? I'm just jittery. I've had a really weird day, and I think being down here is making me anxious. I'm all hopped up on adrenaline. Maybe waiting out the dock is a bad idea. The longer we wait, the more likely it is she'll figure out that we're on to her, and it would be too easy for her to lock me up again and be thorough about it this time. Hi, Wayne! Hey, yo, Wayne's back! Tempest, don't get any closer to that thing. It's time to go home. That voice. I know that voice. Is that who's been following you around? Enemies upstairs, enemies outside. We're surrounded. Even if I get out of this house, I won't be safe. You won't be safe. Why did he call you that thing? Because he's some kind of monster and wants me dead? Can't you feel that? The murderous intent is practically oozing out of him. But I'm not weak anymore. I can fight back. I don't have to cower in fear from the people who want to hurt me. I can protect both of us. Oh. Okay. Grab my hand. I'll pull you out. Oh. Oh no. Oh, he needs some milk. He needs some milk. What the fuck? Bruh, I'm out of here. I'm out. I'm out. I'm heading out. I'm out. He's a fucking skinwalker. Oh, I don't like that. Crap. It's okay. Stay right there. I can take care of this. Then she won't be able to hurt anyone anymore. I'll be right back. Oh, fuck, no! Should I call Tabitha for help? Or should we just follow REESE? I think we should just follow REESE. Let's just follow REESE. I don't want to be in here any longer. Duck! Don't shoot! She shoots. The gun isn't very loud. You're going to have to try harder than that, you No! How did you... As if you could hope to stop me, you pathetic waste of flesh. Oh, I don't like this. I don't like this. Oh. Let's go after Dr. Kelly. She knows this place better than we do. You, Tempest. I'm stuck in the safe room. I can't help you from here, but you can help the both of us. What the hell is your son, ma'am? I wish I knew. He was fine until he hit puberty. Everyone said raising a teen was gonna be a bitch, but they don't know the half of it. I need you to get to the medical storage room. I'll give you further instructions when you're there. What the fuck? I'm here. Great, now listen to me. I need you to use the black tape key to get into the cabinet and bring me the elephant tranquilizers. It's a bottle labeled carfentanil. Bear tranquilizers clearly aren't going to cut it anymore. An intercom system, huh, Doc? Good, you should hear this. Tempest, you don't have to do anything she says. I'm not going to hurt anybody else, just her. If I don't, you and I both know she's just going to shoot me full of elephant tranquilizers. Did I hear that right? And shove me back down in that basement, or maybe someplace even worse, and keep killing me every day for the rest of my miserable existence. I feel amazing right now, better than I've ever felt in my life. I'm not dangerous, she's just scared because she knows she has to finally pay for what she's taken from me. Wayne, help me! Oh. Oh, what should we do? What should we do? I'm gonna save. I'm gonna save. I don't feel like I should get in the middle of this. Too bad, you're already in the middle of it. Now grab those tranquilizers and let's get a move on. You can always just stay here. Choose not to get involved. Choose to just let me do what has to be done. You won't have a speck of blood on your hands. If she had no trouble doing this to her own son, who else might she be treating without their noddles? She's the dangerous one. Enough! Ah. Hi, Wayne. Wayne's here. Thank you, Wayne. Okay. Hurry, I don't think I can keep it open for long. Wayne came in clutch. Ew. Sounds like Reese and your friend are still fighting. Probably have a few minutes before he gets here. What is this room? Old x-ray room. Lead walls. After I realized this whole situation was a possibility, I had the door reinforced with special remote-controlled locks. Glad it could finally come in handy. Let's talk Reese. Yeah, I bet you have some questions. Go ahead, I have nothing left to hide. What is he? At first I thought he was some kind of werewolf. But if he is, he doesn't follow any kind of full moon rules or anything. Silver doesn't do shit to him, and you've seen what he looks like. It's just weird. Almost wish I could examine him while he's fully transformed. Fascinated to know what happens to him or how his body takes it. But he seems pretty hell-bent on ripping my throat out, so I guess that'll just have to remain a mystery. When did you find out? A little after he hit puberty. He had all the usual changes, then a few extra. Thickened nails, sharp teeth, elfish ears. I figured he might have some kind of genetic disorder, had him checked out a few specialists, but there was nothing obviously wrong with him. Then we had an argument, and he changed right in front of me. It was nothing like what he is now, just a couple inches and some facial abnormalities, enough to be noticeable. I was scared, he could see that, and he stopped. I thought it was a one-off, or maybe a hallucination. The second time it wasn't as subtle and it didn't go away as easily. That's when I knew for sure that this was something beyond my realm of expertise. How did he not know what he was? I've been medicating him since he was 12. We only had 3 incidents like this before, maybe 4, depending on what counts. This is the worst one by far. He doesn't seem to understand at first that he looks different, and I just make sure to stay on top of his dosages, so he rarely ever does. But I've been preparing for this inevitability. He's an adult now, there's only so much I can do to control him. Was his dad similar? I wish I knew. Reese just kind of happened. I wasn't seeing anyone. I just woke up pregnant one day. I know how impossible that sounds. I'm a doctor, for Christ's sake. Keep having these weird dreams, almost like sleep paralysis episodes. Romantic sleep paralysis episodes. They were actually kind of sweet. But they were just dreams. But then all of a sudden, my period stopped. I got morning sickness, and roughly 9 months later, Reese. Why did you start poisoning him? Can we stop calling it poison? Yes, it's poison, but the act of me giving him poison was not me poisoning him. I was medicating his illness. It started when he was around 15. I'd been giving him increasingly high doses of clonopin, but his body kept adapting and his symptoms would come back, especially if we ever fought. Hey, yo, my mom takes that stuff. That stuff is no joke. They give it to epilepsy patients. I couldn't keep ordering all this drugs. It was already suspicious, and I could risk losing my license, especially if anyone ever found out what I was using them for. Someone approached me with a solution. I took it. And I've been dealing with the emotional and mental consequences of that decision ever since. Who approached you, and what did they say? I don't want to talk about that woman. But screw it, I might die tonight. Sure, I'll tell you. It was... And that's all I have to say about that. It was Sybil, wasn't it? I knew she seemed sus. How do you know he's dangerous? Well, he wants to murder me, so that's clue number one. It's not like he's usually a violent kid. He's mostly just sad, but every now and again we butt heads, and that's usually when this side of him comes out. Imagine if this happens anytime he gets frustrated with anyone. Imagine you got road rage one day, turned into a 12-foot monster with a million teeth and ripped somebody apart in the middle of a major metropolitan area. Yeah, he's dangerous. I can fix him. No. Don't you think it might be a self-fulfilling prophecy? Oh, don't preach to me. Is he a sweet kid most of the time? Absolutely. And Ted Bundy was sweet to the people he picked up off the side of the road. Didn't mean he didn't go ahead and slaughter them anyway. I know what my son is capable of, so it's my job to make sure he doesn't hurt anybody. Ugh. Okay, leave it at that then. While we're at it, any other secrets you keeping? You have it all. You have no idea how relieved I am to finally say all that shit out loud. So what's the game plan, both short and long term? Well, I pump him full of elephant tranquilizers, then I lock him in here, and I somehow convince him to see things from my perspective. Then we all live happily ever after. So you're just gonna lock him away again? Yeah, it's either that or he dies. God knows I don't want that to be the case, but you gotta work with what you've been given. And what I've been given is an ethical dilemma with no good outcomes. Just have to decide which is the lesser evil. Shit, this might be game time. Oh! Oh, hell no! Hi, Reese! Just give her the darts. Just give her the fucking darts, man. Thank God. I can drag him into the safe room on my own. I'll meet you at the front when I'm done. I'll leave you to it. Oh. I hope you understand this needs to stay between us. I don't care how much you feel like you need to share what just happened with other people. The more people know about this, the more trouble it is for me and for him. I don't need any more well-intentioned escape plans. Bro, we just got an achievement called Keeping the Status Quo. There's a magic stone in your basement. Just thought you should know. We busted a hole in the wall down there. Okay, thanks for the heads up, I guess. Can I come visit him? As long as you don't bring anyone else along, yes, that would probably be good for him. I can't promise he'll want to see you, or that he won't have some harsh words if he does, but I don't want him to be entirely isolated. Do you think he'll let any of his friends in on this? I have to think about it. Would run the risk of one of them trying to break him out, but if he's stuck in a windowless room with no internet and no friends, that's a one-way ticket to insanity. Then I'd have an insane monster on my hands. Stella in particular would be a problem. That girl never knows how to mind her own business or follow other people's rules, and she would have absolutely no fear of what might happen if he was cut loose. Kanika, I might consider. She's got a bit of a bleeding heart and pretty inflexible morals, which could be a problem. On the other hand, I don't know how well she could keep a secret. And if Stella found out, then Kanika could probably be convinced to do a jailbreak and then it'd all blow up in my face. You can probably tell I put a lot of thought into this. It's the same calculation I've been doing for years. It's felt debating whether or not I could be fully upfront with any of them instead of just pushing them away and hoping they didn't notice what was really going on. Maybe I'll get him a kitten or something. Like they did for Coco the gorilla. Might as well give him a tire swing while I'm at it, some enrichment for his enclosure. I hate that I have to do this to him. I tried to get you to stay away for a reason, but what's done is done. He was bound to figure it out sooner or later. I'm just glad there was an extra pair of hands around. Could have got a lot worse. Much as I'd love to stand around chatting, I gotta get to work. Gotta clean this place as best as I can before tomorrow. And you should probably get home. It's dark. I'm sure your cousin's worried about you. I'd give her a hug, but I don't think that she would like it. Let's just go. I think it's just best if we go. Oh my god. I'm just going home. I'm gonna go to bed. I'm gonna go to bed. Hi, Wayne! What are you doing here, bruh? Okay, Wayne's gonna walk us home, I guess. Maybe we can ask him, like, what's going on. Maybe he'll tell us something if we let him walk us home. What should I do? Should I walk home myself? Should I run away? What should I do? I'm gonna let him walk me home. Why are you following me around? Why not Stella or Kanika or Sybil? Why not Tabitha? Because I'm special, apparently. I'm not gonna flirt with Wayne! Wayne, you're freaking me out. Did you know REESE was like that? I knew he was different. How exactly, I wasn't sure, but now I know. Do you know what happened to Stella? She ran off, didn't she? Remember that, if you find her. She won't be there if you need her. You don't need to keep coming up with new topics of conversation to fill the silence. You're tired. It's been a long night. You should rest. I'm sure we'll see each other tomorrow. You should try to spend some time in that old building before you head to town. Tabitha won't be around, too busy at the mines. Forbidden places won't be forbidden without her there to stop you, and you might be surprised at what you find. Until then, sleep well.
Okay.
I'm just gonna go to bed. I'm gonna go to bed. Oh, goodness. Achievement unlocked of Mice and Men. Achievement unlocked The Artist. Achievement unlocked Benoit Blanc. Achievement unlocked Where in the World is Stella Richmond? So Stella is still missing. Reese is like a weird monster thing. Dr. Kelly's been poisoning her son. Wayne knows way more about what's going on than he's letting on. Somehow, Sybil is involved in this. Bro, what the fuck? Okay, let's save. Okay. I think there's only 4 episodes. I don't think this is gonna take us. Okay. Yeah, this is just extra. This is all credits. Dang. Well, that was the game. That was Scarlet Hollow, everyone. We finished it. And really, I just have more questions than answers. Hopefully, episode 5 comes out soon, and we'll be able to figure out more. There's supposed to be 7 episodes in total. So, we're about halfway through. That was insane. Bro. I think I need to lay down after that. Bro. Bro, that was insane. Oh my god. What the frick was that? Like, y'all saw that, right? That was crazy. Okay, well, thank you to everybody who was watching. Thank you, Elman. Thank you, Hollow. Thank you, everybody that was in the chat. If you wanna be alerted for the next stream, then follow and turn on your notifications. If you're watching this on YouTube as a VOD, then go ahead and give me a subscribe. I upload VODs twice a week, every weekend, and you guys also get exclusive content there. I'm heading out. Have a great night, everybody. Stay safe. I love you whether you're new or old here. And bye.